Welcome to the 25 days of Stitchmas. My name is Nelu, and for the next 25 days, we are going to be creating new stitch files that I am going to digitize and embroider for you on this channel. Now, if you are somebody that likes to digitize, embroider, illustrate, paint, or whatever your creativity is, use these as like a daily prompt for the holiday season to create something new for your shop or maybe just for you in general. I will be digitizing and embroidering every single one of these stitch outs. So, welcome to day 7 of Stitchmas.
Alrighty guys, we're back at the computer and we are in Embroidery. Just as a reminder, that's the software that I'm using to digitize. Now, let's bring in today's project, which is the mistletoe, and I have a PNG and SVG file. I'm going to bring in the PNG because the SVG is like, I'm not sure what I did with it, but the PNG is going to work better for us to trace the design. So I brought this in. I can turn down the transparency just so that I can see my stitches a little bit better. Perfect. And I think I'm going to actually make this a little bit smaller. It doesn't need to be that big. So there we go. And then now it's kind of planning it out. The way I see it is we're going to do red, obviously, and then some green. And then we'll have some cute satin stitches to kind of bring it all together. Let's see. This is the thing that I'm seeing in the front ground. So this will be the last thing to stitch. We will do that as well. I think we're going to start with this green so that we can hide all these ends of these satin stitches that I'm going to create here underneath this final circle. And I think we'll do the same here. Ooh, that's going to be... We might have to start here with this red and place our fill stitches first, just because I want to hide this red right here underneath this. I don't want it to be on top of it. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Let's start with our fills. We're going to have to do some skipping around here. But oh, I don't want to do the skipping around. I think we might be okay doing it the other way. Let's see, I can always change it at the end, can't I? Okay, so let's do another design. So we can start with our stitches. We are gonna start, I think, with the leaves first, because that's what I'm thinking we're gonna do first. So we're gonna plot some points here, and we're gonna make them look super cute. Okay, let's do that. And we're going to change this color to green. Okay. Green. A nice cute green. Christmas green. Yeah, Christmas green. We'll go with ivory green. I think that's a cute color. Oh, I'm kind of liking that. Okay. Okay. We can go with this. And you guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. Right here, if you're digitizing this yourself, you could honestly just copy and paste this right over to this side. I don't see why that would be like a horrible thing to do. And I think I froze. Maybe. You know what I mean? So you guys could literally just do that. I'm not going to. And I think actually here, I'm going to redo this only because that I did not like that it was sitting underneath the red so much. And I definitely don't want that to happen. Okay. Alrighty. I think I like that better. Perfect. Let's work on the next side. Also, it's going to be right here. And with this type of design, you're going to kind of want to pick your outline on the outside or the inside of the line, whichever you feel more comfortable with, or whatever you want it to look like, is really where you're going to keep those points at. And try not to get the points too close to each other. I know there's a rule for how you're supposed to do that. I just don't remember what it is. So, perfect. Alrighty. And there we go. We have our leaves, which we're loving. And then we're going to do our, the insides of the leaves. I don't know, is that called a stem? I don't know what this is called. But we'll do that with satin border. Oh, did I add this into the same design? Oh, goodness. Let's create a new design. And let's move these here. Sometimes I don't pay attention to that stuff, but no problem. We can just move it out. That way we have a design separate from everything else. So, let's see here. I'm going to do those satin borders to make them look cute. I think we're going to do some run stitches. Yeah, we're going to some run stitches. So we start here, we stop here. We're going to start here and stop here. Okay. So what we're going to do next is go here, and since this is a straight line, we're going to want to do a run, and let's run you from here to here, and then, oh goodness, you know what, I just realized I'm in the wrong thing again, so I thought I had selected it last. I didn't have to run here to here, and then the reason I'm doing that run is because I want these to stitch first, so it's just gonna be boom, 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 and it's gonna be a nice satin, and then we're gonna do another run from here to here, and then we're gonna do another satin, and we're gonna go here to here to here, perfect. And then we don't need to do another run. Now we're going to do the center because I want all of those to sit underneath. This is going to be perfect, perfect. And we'll start it down here. We'll stop it here. And as you're digitizing, you guys, we can actually change the start and stop points just so that everything flows a little bit better. So like our start will be here and our stop will be here. And I'm actually going to, oopsie, let's undo that. And let's grab a little bit. Okay, keep doing that wrong. Bow tie, there we go. Start and stop will be there. And then we'll start and stop there. We'll do the run, start and stop. We'll do the start here. And we'll go bring this stop here. Start, stop. Start, stop. Perfect. And then we'll have our start here and our stop here. Perfect. And then let me adjust this. Stop is going to be here. This start is going to be here. There we go. We got everything, all the starts and stops exactly where we want them, where you don't have any jumping stitches that we're gonna have to cut later or it's gonna look like a mess. Everything should run in this green family all together. And that's the goal, is because we don't want it to stop, we don't want it to trim, especially within the same color, obviously. So we stopped here, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna run over and we're just going to copy all of this and paste in the new one. So we're gonna go here, and then let's add a run stitch because she's gonna go from here to here to here, and we're gonna stop her there. And then we are going to copy all of this, and we're gonna move this over here because we don't want to have to do it all over again. And I just lost it because I clicked out of it. Let's select again. Okay, there we go. And we can adjust this to exactly what we want it to look like. No big deal. Perfect. All right, and then we should honestly see the start and stop. Everything should start and stop exactly the way we had it before, which is the right way. So let's see where this stops. Perfect, right at the end, which is exactly what we needed. We're gonna do another little run here, and then we're gonna do the outside. So now, let's see here. Let's do a little run stitch from here to here. Not a big deal, but it will keep our machine from stopping, which we love when it does not stop. Okay, so now we're just gonna follow the green line actually, and just bring this around nice and easy. And these points where they don't necessarily go, or it looks like it's not going to cover those stitches, no big deal, guys, because we can go back and just adjust it ourselves. Okay, that's too far. Go here and then up here. Perfect. We're gonna stop there, but it looks like everything will fall correctly. Remember, there's going to be push and pull compensation that you have to account for, and that's very, very technical. I'd explain it to you, but I would just lose you, and I would lose myself, to be quite honest with you, so we're not going to start any of that shenanigans. Okay, let's go over here. Let's start another satin border. Perfect. And I think we're gonna adjust this a little bit here. Perfect. And that's not looking good. So let's adjust this here and do this adjustment here. There we go, guys. And that should look pretty good. Pretty solid, I think. And now we'll start with the red. So let's get these puppies started. Since we're starting a new color, I'm going to just start a new design just because it makes it easier for me to see, and hopefully this one sticks. Let's click it, and then let's start. We're going to start with a fill, and we are going to start. I want this fill back here. I'm just going to keep this on the inside. Perfect. Let's close that shape. Let's change this color to red. Let's try red again. Is there a Christmas red? There is Christmas red. Let's do Christmas red. Okay, perfect. And now what we're going to do is do the... We want this to come here. I think we're going to have it start... Oh, you know what? I need to adjust this, don't I? Can I delete that point? Perfect. And what we're going to do is bring this point up here. Perfect. And the reason I adjusted that, obviously, is because it's going to sit under that red border, and I don't want it to do that. So I want the red border to kind of incorporate everything here. And the way that I see that I'm going to do this is I'm going to start it here, and I'm going to move it all the way around here, boom, boom, and then I'm just going to go right over here, and she's going to end right back here. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's go back here. And this is where the start point is. Perfect, start and stop. So we're going to go here. We're going to go with the satin border. She's going to look cute. We're going to start her right in this corner and move her all the way around the board, okay? And I don't know where my accent is coming from, but that's a nice little treat for you guys. There you go. Okay, and then we're gonna go around and around and around and around. Okay, Nelu, what are you doing? Edit. Can we undo that? Of course we can. I accidentally hit the close circle, so it went back to the start point. That's not what I wanted to do, so we'll just have to redo it. And of course, this time it's gonna be even better because we already know what we're doing. Or at least, if you're like me, we're pretending like we know what we're doing. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Hello, little mistletoe. Aren't you looking cute? Is this mistletoe? I think it's mistletoe. Watch its cranberries. I don't know. I think it's mistletoe, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me on it. I'm going to delete this little blank space there. And then did we do our stop and stop, start and stop? Perfect. That's what I'm liking. I think this is it, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember, we already adjusted all the start and stop points in the beginning, which saved us some time. So when you're digitizing, remember, you want to kind of plan ahead to make sure everything's looking good. And you'll know you screwed up when you're at the machine and it doesn't go the way it does. It happens all the time where you will design something and then realize, oh, when you're doing your test stitch, you realize, oh, I need to adjust this, I need to change that. So that's where we do all that. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let's go to the machine and get this embroidered.
Okay, and on to the stitch out. This came out so cute, but I've been saying that about all of them. I really am loving the digitizing. And honestly, they're coming out better than I thought they were going to come out. Like I said, I'm a beginner, and this video series is to help me practice with digitizing and just kind of seeing how things work. I took a digitizing class like a couple years ago, and yeah, I just wanted to get back into it and start digitizing. I have a lot of fun products coming to the shop, so that's the reason for the series, just to help me practice. So I hope you are enjoying it. Obviously, the code for today is love. You can use that code on the website stitchdaddies.com to download a stitch file and design file for this mistletoe. So I hope you guys do use it. If you don't want to use the code, you can always buy it for $1 and you still get all the same stuff. But I hope you enjoy and enjoy the rest of this stitch out. And at the end of the stitch out, you'll see it all completed and out of the hoop. Alrighty guys, enjoy!